Day 14. The Widow's Mite. A crowd had gathered in the temple treasury. Some of Jerusalem's wealthiest businessmen were coming to give their offerings. First, they would decide how much to put into each of the various trumpet-shaped receptacles located around the room. Each had a different role in the maintenance of the temple. This one for wood, this one for incense, and so on. After making their decision, they would drop in their heavy coins, sometimes one by one, sometimes pouring in an entire bag. The crowd looked on in awe as the coins clinked and clanked. The gospel writers tell us that many rich people gave large amounts that day. But the story they go on to relate is not about the money that was raised. In fact, what we are told about next is one of the least newsworthy events recorded in the entire New Testament. Unnoticed by nearly everyone, a poor widow walked up and joined the line. When it came her turn, she stepped up to the coffer and dropped in her offering. Just 2 tiny coins, together worth less than a penny. A seemingly insignificant contribution. They made no sound as they hit the sides and slid down. Then, still unnoticed, the woman melted back into the crowd. But Jesus was close enough to see her gift and knew what it had cost her. "Truly I say to you," Jesus told his disciples, "this poor widow has put in more than all these others. They gave out of their abundance. She has put in all she had." Though the actual amount the poor widow gave was insignificant, her story lives on as one of the most powerful examples of generosity and trust that we know. Her mites were the smallest coins in Jewish currency. Given the splendor of the temple and the cost of its upkeep, by the world's standards, the impact of her donation was almost meaningless. But as the story reveals, the smallest gift of the poor has great value before God. The poor widow knew something that today we often forget. She knew that giving was a blessing, and rather than putting her trust in material wealth, she put her confidence in God. Of all who came to make their offering that day, she was the richest in faith.